5 centuries have passed since a legendary fragment of power was left behind, and now, in the depths of the Wolf Ivory Mountain Range, Chu Feng finds himself alone amid a ravine that once teemed with the Li and Ma families. The air hums with the residue of a spirit awakened long ago, and the ordinary guise of a man, Hong Qiang, belies the centuries of mastery etched between his brows. As Chu Feng steps into this fragile illusion, he realizes that what lies ahead is no mere treasure, but a threshold to the Holy Land of Martialism itself. Every pulse of golden light, every quiver of the earth, whispers of a force both ancient and intelligent, waiting for him to claim it. What secrets will the spiritual awareness yield, and what destiny will Hong Qiang's trust set into motion? The answer lies beyond the entrance that now rumbles open before him. Martial God Asura, Chapter 589. Have you ever felt the weight of history pressed down upon you, so suddenly, so unbearably, that the world itself seems to change around you? Chu Feng did. One moment, he stood amidst the familiar cliffs of the ravine. The next, the air itself seemed to shiver, and every face he knew had vanished. The Li family, the Ma family, gone as if swallowed by time itself. Only one figure remained, a solitary presence that radiated a quiet, unshakable power. A middle-aged man stood there, robes simple, hands clasped behind his back, yet even the breeze seemed to hesitate as it brushed against him, lifting his ink-black hair like a living shadow. Chu Feng felt it immediately. A strength so profound, so absolute that even a thought of touching it seemed absurd. This was a presence beyond the ordinary, a master who existed on a plane far above mortal reach. "You are not from the Li family, nor the Ma family," the man said, turning with a calmness that carried both curiosity and authority. Chu Feng's eyes widened as he beheld his face. Unremarkable at first glance, plain even. Yet between his brows lingered the aura of a sovereign. It was the mark of a valiant soul, a martial master whose name might be sung for centuries. Chu Feng understood instantly. This was no ordinary encounter. He had stepped into an illusion, a realm crafted by the master's lingering awareness. A reality so vivid that even his senses could not tell truth from reflection. The man was likely the legendary expert whom the Li and Ma families had once rescued 5 centuries past. One who had left behind treasures and guidance, only to watch generations fail to rise to his expectations. Chu Feng bowed slightly, aware of the gulf between them, and spoke truthfully. "I am not of the Li or Ma family. I am an assistant, invited by the Li family, here to open the treasures you left behind." A shadow of disappointment flickered across the master's eyes. "I left much for them, even channeled spirit power into their veins. Yet 5 centuries later, they cannot even nurture a half-decent world spiritist. They must rely on the aid of an outsider. How pitiable." His sigh carried the weight of centuries of hope and disappointment. "But their failings are not mine concern. The debts of the past were settled long ago." He lifted his gaze, his piercing eyes settling on Chu Feng. "Young man, tell me your name." Chu Feng felt the heat of exposure. His transformational mask, crafted to conceal his true identity, was seen through. "Chu Feng," he admitted, voice steady, the name carrying the weight of destiny. "Chu Feng, a rare talent indeed," the master murmured. "Were this Eastern Sea as it was 5 centuries ago, you would be deemed a prodigy. Even now, this land could not hold you." A smile, faint yet profound, brushed his lips. "Rather than leaving treasures for those who cannot comprehend them, perhaps you should wield them. And perhaps, one day, in the Holy Land of Martialism, our paths may cross." The Holy Land of Martialism? Chu Feng's voice trembled, a mix of awe and disbelief. The words implied not just a realm of unsurpassed power, but immortality itself. "Are you truly still alive after 5 centuries?" The master's eyes twinkled, the faintest amusement in his tone. "I hail from that sacred land, though fate led me here centuries past. Life there is sustained by energy beyond your comprehension. A martial king, nourished by abundant life-prolonging resources, may endure 1,000 years. You will see it one day, and you will understand. If you come, seek me in the Fallen Leaves bamboo forest. I am Hong Qiang." Chu Feng burned the name and the place into memory. A bond had been forged, brief yet weighty. A favor had been granted, a bridge to the extraordinary awaiting him. "I will remember, Senior Hong Qiang. When I step into the Holy Land, I will find you." Hong Qiang inclined his head with satisfaction. Then his voice deepened, teaching and warning mingled in equal measure. Listen closely. This Wolf Ivory Mountain Range is a gathering place of spiritual beings. 5 centuries ago, I discovered the spiritual awareness that calls this land home. You now possess the spirit formation I left behind. It alone grants the key to the spiritual lair. Within the veins of spirit, you will encounter the spiritual awareness itself. But heed this, it has grown. Its intelligence, though nascent, now rivals that of a rank 1 martial lord. Yet fear not. When it was but a fledgling awareness, I bound it within a formation. Enter, and that formation shall hold it in check. His form shimmered, a cascade of rainbow light. Dissolving into the air, the ravine around Chu Feng twisted, the illusion fading with its creator. Should destiny favor us, we shall meet in the Holy Land, Hong Qiang's voice echoed as he vanished. Chu Feng exhaled, closing his eyes, committing every detail to memory. Fallen leaves, bamboo forest, Hong Qiang. Even a single meeting, a fleeting encounter, had bestowed a favor that demanded gratitude and remembrance. Voices snapped him back to the present. Wu Qing's panicked tones and the anxious shouts of the Li and Ma families crowded his ears. Opening his eyes, he saw the masters and their followers encircling him, hope and fear etched across their faces. A calm smile curved his lips. My lords, do not worry. I know the way to open it. A golden sigil bloomed upon his forehead, intricate and alive, spreading like sunlight over his form. It slithered down his body, touching the earth, flowing outward in a radiant lattice. The patterns expanded with merciless intent, sweeping across the entire ravine. Rumbles shook the ground. The earth quivered, splitting under the power that surged forth. And then, in the heart of the ravine, the ground tore apart, revealing a square entrance bathed in golden radiance. A portal to secrets long concealed, awaiting the hand of the worthy. The air trembled with anticipation, heavy with the weight of centuries-long secrets. Finally, after 500 years, the time has come, the master of the Ma family exclaimed, his voice a mixture of triumph and madness. His footsteps pounded against the ancient stone as he surged forward, vanishing into the yawning entrance that had only now revealed itself. Behind him, Chu Feng and the masters of the Li family followed, each step echoing like the drumbeat of fate itself. Inside, the cavernous passage revealed an eerie calm. The spiritual veins appeared, but to the untrained eye, they were nothing more than ordinary rocks. Chu Feng's spirit power probed, searching for the pulse of hidden energy, yet no irregularities whispered back. A moment later, he tried to crush the stones, and discovered their deceptive nature. The rocks were unyielding, immovable, and unnaturally dense. Only a being of truly profound perception, wielding the divine clarity of heaven's eyes, could discern the veins concealed within. These stones, Chu Feng realized, had been shaped by the spiritual being itself, an imprint of its will and existence. Years of cultivation had imbued them with strength beyond mortal comprehension. Using the pulse-searching method, Chu Feng confirmed what he suspected. This was a natural outcome of a spiritual being's prolonged formation. Mysteries and perils of varying degrees often coalesced within such veins, shaped by centuries of spiritual evolution. Yet observing the formation, the subtle features of the rocks, and the time-honed growth of the spiritual being, Chu Feng felt a measure of relief. The primary danger was likely the spiritual awareness, the living intelligence nested within these stones. Wu Qing, how did you manage this? You've actually opened the path, the Li family's master said, stepping closer with a wary smile, his eyes betraying both admiration and curiosity. Chu Feng allowed a faint smile. Those 2 light objects acted as keys. Once they merged with me, they not only granted me the power to unlock this place, but also guided my steps. His words were calm, carrying the weight of quiet confidence. The master leaned closer. Did they reveal anything else? Nothing further, Chu Feng replied, voice steady. But rest assured, this path is clear, leading directly to the treasure. It poses no obstructions or trials. Yet the treasure is no lifeless object. It is a being of cultivation. Though your strength may suffice, caution is required. The master nodded, satisfaction briefly softening his features, yet a flicker of something darker, an unreadable shadow crossed his face. Instantly, Chu Feng's instincts flared. A cold shiver ran down his spine as he leapt backward, preparing for the inevitable. Die! The master's attack erupted, his palm descending with a shockwave of terrifying martial power. Chu Feng narrowly evaded, feeling the immense force displace the air where he had stood. A single misstep and the strike would have left him shattered. "My lord, what are you doing?" Chu Feng's voice trembled with both disbelief and fury, even as he braced for the next assault. "Father, stop!" Li Chan's cry rang out, her small figure stepping in front of Chu Feng, her arms spread in desperate defense. Fear and confusion painted her face. The Li family's master's voice thundered, pointing a rigid finger at Chu Feng. "Chaner, do not be deceived by him. I already questioned your Uncle Ma. No monstrous beasts were unleashed against you, nor any harm intended for our family. These lies were all crafted by Wu Qing. He seeks to manipulate us, to pit our families against each other, while he profits in the shadows." How could this be, father?" "Wu Qing saved me. He would never harm us." Li Chan's voice quivered, disbelief and sorrow intertwining. A sigh of resignation escaped her father. "Child, do not be so blind. That monstrous beast, it was never bound by spirit formations. The Shabi couple were innocent. This Wu Qing has orchestrated everything. That creature, it is his accomplice. He used you as a pawn." "Impossible. Father, you must be mistaken. Wu Qing would never deceive us," Li Chan protested, her faith unshaken. Chu Feng watched quietly, his eyes sharp and calculating. The truth was laid bare in the patterns of their deception. The Li family's master, blinded by his own folly, had met in secret with the Ma family's master, weaving falsehoods to pin blame on Chu Feng. And the foolish Li family patriarch had swallowed every lie without hesitation. "Li Chan, you are fortunate to have a father of such blind conviction. It is a marvel that your family has survived." Chu Feng murmured with a bitter smile, pulling her protectively behind him. His gaze hardened, piercing the Ma family's master and the treacherous Li family patriarch alike. "It seems you two now deem me useless and wish to see me perish." The Ma family's master sneered, fury and certainty blazing in his eyes. "Not useless. You should have died long ago." Chu Feng's expression turned cold as steel. "You may wish it, but your ability to succeed depends entirely on your skill." In an instant, he summoned the azure dragon beneath his feet. A flash of brilliant light, and he vanished, racing deeper into the spiritual veins. "Humph! You dare flee?" The Ma family's master's roar split the air. Like a shadow, he surged forward in pursuit, deadly intent trailing him. "I will join you, brother." The Li family's master followed, eyes burning with bloodlust. "Father, stop! Do not be deceived by Ma Yukun." Li Chan's scream echoed, fear lacing every syllable. But before she could move, the Shabi couple materialized before her. "Move aside!" Li Chan shouted, fury giving her strength, yet the two martial figures held their ground. Miss, do not allow his lies to cloud your judgment. Stay with us. We shall protect you." The Shabi couple said coldly, gripping her arms with inescapable strength. Then, in an instant, two immense surges of heaven power coursed through her body. Li Chan felt her strength drain, her limbs heavy as lead. She fell, powerless, suspended in a cage of overwhelming force, unable to resist. The cavern echoed with the clash of wills and the silent promise of blood to come. In the shadows of these ancient spiritual veins, betrayal, cunning, and martial might converged, leaving the path ahead shrouded in danger and in legend.